Okay, not my usual video, but it's sitting right on my heart, and I feel like I just want to sit down with you guys, um, the community, and I just want to be open and just vulnerable. Um, so I have um been going through a lot, and I, I could have came on here and just like jumped into channeled intuitive reading, um, a message for you. But with what I've been going through recently in the past few weeks, it just wouldn't feel authentic in my archive that I've created here, on my channel, as like a living expression, a living timeline of my journey as Brittany. Um, and so that's what I'm doing today, without giving too many details, just due to respect, and privacy. Um, I will say that a few weeks ago, um, someone in my family passed on, and you know, I don't think I really have to explain to you guys the grief aspect and all the things that that brings up. And um, it's been very surprising to me, all the things that it's dug up for me personally, while also witnessing and observing the chaos that comes after someone passes on, and the dissonance between loved ones of that person. And it's all, it's all very raw, um, and something you can't escape, no matter how hard you try, or even when you think that you are feeling okay, then suddenly you're not. Um, and that's where I've been in these waves with that, and along with feeling that absence in my bloodline, in my family tree, and still all of us going through that experience of it being so new, and things being in motion. um it's also brought up a lot of my own personal grief within myself, and I realized yesterday, like, I'm also grieving parts of myself. I'm grieving parts of my childhood. I'm grieving, and it's been a theme for me this year, and it goes all into this bucket of how I've been feeling this year. And it's like, as far and as much knowledge and as many tools as I've accumulated in my spiritual conscious, awakening toolbox, um, this year has thoroughly continued to absolutely humble me. And I feel like I'm in such a vulnerable and strange and very uncomfortable space. And it's been very hard for me to be on here and honestly just have time for myself in general. I feel like I've been in a season in my life where I'm just, most of my energy is going to many things outside of me. And it's been really hard to balance my own emotions as such a sensitive person, um, and keeping myself balanced and feeling like I'm in a good enough place to show up for you guys. And that's my own perfectionist wounds that I still need to continue to work through, because um, I feel like if I'm not at my best, then I don't feel like worthy of showing up for you guys. And that's not realistic. And that's also not authentic. Because, to be quite honest, like, I'm a fucking mess all the time. But I love life, but I also like, I'm going through the highs and the lows constantly with all of you guys. And I think that's why also my highs can be so high when they're high, because I feel so deeply. And when they're down, they're fucking down. They're down to the bottom of the abyss. Um, and it's a lot. And I'm working through a lot of my own things. I feel like, oh, if I feel like if I could have a chat with my like younger self, be like, yeah, get we're still in this weird, it's still weird for a while. I feel like I'm still in this weird void womb space. I feel like I'm still in the gestation space. Um and it's uncomfortable and it's icky and it's gross, but I've also feel like I've outgrown my womb, but I'm not like ready to be out yet. It's weird. It's very strange, and I've been just really leaning into my relationship and my faith with God and my highest self. And at the end of the day, when I don't know anything, that is all that I know, is that God exists and God made me. And for some reason, God keeps giving me life every day to wake up here on earth. And that means something. And that's a gift, even when it feels painful and too much. I'm saying all of this to say that I'm a real person. I don't like, I come on here because I feel a push to come on here and create a safe space, create a community, because it's very hard going through this experience, and we need community. Whatever that looks like for each individual, we thrive in community. And I have to put my ego aside every time I come on here, because it's not, I'm an expression, and I'm a channel in the moment. And if you're watching my video, it's because there's something that's resonating, there's something that's reflecting, there's something that feels familiar because of you, not because of me. There's there's a kinship, but it has to really do with you. And there's so many wonderful, amazing people who constantly who I look up to for guidance on a regular, who I find so much value in. And I want to create that kind of safe space where even just if one person finds value and finds some comfort and feels like they're a little less alone, to me, that's worth putting my own shit aside, my own ego aside, um, while just doing my best also to like keep it 100 with you guys and keep it authentic, because the internet these days, social media these days, is a very strange place. It's very Alice in Wonderland, and not like in a fun way. it's very it's very bizarre. It's very much like a fever dream, and there's so much there's so much that people are presenting, and it's not, it's only a small part, um or it's not even real at all. And I want to be an example of authentic expression, and staying true to your core values, your code of ethics, and mainly to be of service. That is what this community is for. That's what this channel is for. It's not about me. It's not about me getting glory, being worshipped, being put on a pedestal. I don't want that. I don't deserve that. I'm just a person, just like you, just trying to figure stuff out, and just like going through messes all the time. but my intentions are good, my intentions are pure, and for some reason, God just keeps putting this on my heart. And I keep coming back to this space because I feel called to, because it feels right. It feels like the right thing for me to do and that I want to do. And I think in the process, I grow just a little bit more every time I show up for you guys. And yeah, I really care about the world. I really care about humanity. I really care about everyone being happy and safe and healthy. And I will always stand for the highest and greatest good of all. That's always going to be my stamp on everything that I do. And I'm not a perfect person by any stretch of the imagination. Not one bit. Um, but I want to be better. I want to be my best. And I know that if you're watching this video that you do too, or else you wouldn't give a shit. You would not watch this. You would literally not care. Um, you know, even if you're someone that's like a look-see loo, you don't even know who I am, or you're like just following me because you just want to keep tabs on what I'm doing. There's still like there's something in there. There's still something up in there that's like, yeah, I want to be better too. So yeah, I wanted to get that off my chest so that we can continue to build and grow and shine together. And that's what Be the Little Light is all about. It's about making a difference, even if you feel like you just have a tiny spark. That tiny spark is more than enough to light the way for yourself and for others. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. I'm telling myself that too. So, you guys, we're going through this together. And if we're meeting for the first time or if we're meeting again, my name is Brittany. This is my channel, Be the Little Light. I hope you have a great day. Chat soon.